Alright, we are live. No prep this time because I'm already pretty much ready to go because I'm coming from Dave's stream or the kind of the after bit of Dave's stream. But I still fixed the 9600 and it decided started wanting to be bad, so here we are doing just this impromptu thing while I try and fix it up. So let's share this out because I am doing this very impromptu. Okay, cool, it is live because I'm telling it was upcoming. Let's see, is this unlisted? I swear. Okay, so due to the nature of this, I'm probably not going to be watching chat too much because my retro battle station, which you guys are seeing right now, is polar opposite from where my computer is. So I will try to turn around and see a chat, but unfortunately I may not be able to. Also, I need to do some things. Things are going to change here very quickly because, let's see. Can I just drag these over? Do I need to just Control C, maybe? Aha, that's how it does. Okay. And I just want to grab this and then bring that over here. There we go. Alright, now we're good. Now we can do things. Also, YouTube can shut up about the resolution. Okay. So, last we left the 9600, it was being horrible because it was bombing every time it would start 8.6, which is the OS I really want to use on this machine. So, we're going to hopefully get it running. Now, for some reason, I cannot get the optical drive to boot the damn thing. I'm not sure why it's not letting it boot from the optical drive anymore, even though it's supposed to be fine. So let me pop out. The dashboard is being really weird. Like, it's saying people are watching, but there's no viewers. It's really weird. So if anybody's actually watching or chatting, I cannot see it currently. It's really weird. Okay. I'll just put this over here then. Alright. So after that all happened, I've tried to just boot into macOS 9.2, which is where we're at now, and telling it to basically install 8.6 from the disk, and I guess because it runs drive setup in the background when it's reinstalling 8 point whatever. For some reason, old versions of drive setup will not run on 9. So when it tries to do the setup, it just crashes out because it won't run drive setup. So I have a floppy drive or a floppy disk in there currently. And I just put disk tools on here. So we're going to see if this will allow us to do the thing we need to do. So drive setup light. I don't think this is going to allow us to use a CD drive, though, because the extensions are missing. Let's find out. Also, I have speakers connected, so that's why we're not getting a chime. Come on, I believe in you. I'm not sure why it's being so bad as of late, because it was perfectly fine running booting from the SATA optical drive up until now. And of course, doggos be doing what they do. You know what I probably should be doing is using a capture card for this, because I wonder if I can actually do that. I'm gonna try that real quick, because we have the magic of one of these little guys, and I'm actually running this over DVI right now. So I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna see if I can get this thing outputting to my capture card. So I'm put this on real quick, even though I'm not on break. Okay. Let's see what happens. Cheapo card. Oh, it works. Yo, that's kind of sick. Unfortunately, I can't see anything because, yeah. But I have something else that may work, which is going to be crazy if it does. You're watching me do some stream setup, like, live on video here. So, I have this crazy cable. It actually splits up a full DVI port into DVI and VGA. So we're going to try that out and see how it works. This actually works. I'm going to be, for one, very impressed. Two, over the moon. No, it does not seem to work. That was a little unfortunate. I wonder if this card will mirror. I wonder if it's just waiting for me to do a reboot. We shall see. No, this adapter does not seem to output to the... Oh, that's a little shit, kind of. I'll be right back. Okay. So what I want to do here is actually some form of mirroring working. Let us see. If this card actually supports it. That would be pretty cool. All started is I want to get this working, but rapidly devolving to something else. Hey, Adam. Just to give you a heads up, I'm trying to set this up so I can actually like watch, chat, and do this at the same time, but it's not going well for me. Wants to format it. Ah, why? No, stop. Because I'm the dumb person who put my retro kind of battle station on the opposite side of the room from my main computer. So, I literally need eyes in the back of my head to watch this. Trying to get video mirroring set up so I can actually have it show up on the monitor and show up on my capture card as well here. But now it's in dual monitor mode, so that's kind of not what I'm looking for here. I may just beat a retreat to the VGA capture at this point. No. Yeah, like like I feel like that's more simple to do because it's an analog signal and much easier to split up. Kind of like how VGA can easily be split for the most part, but I'm trying to figure out. You know, let's put this to Google. Can DVI be split? Yes, it can. They are not cheap though. And admittedly, for diminishing returns, because I would only be doing it for this one machine. Yeah, like I already have a setup for that at least. Like, I have a VGA splitter and a VGA to HDMI adapter, which I'm gonna probably go back to in a second here. But I also have one of these weird cables. Let me see if I can call up Droid Cam here once again. Because like, so right now, like you guys can see on stream, like you see via DVI, this is all working. But if I bring over Droid Cam here, this is what I see on the monitor that's actually connected to the 9600. So yeah, I'm gonna have to find my VGA splitter because I need to be able to, you know, use this monitor. So let's see here. Let's go back to the cheapo card. And yeah, as I thought, we don't have a CD drive does not work while we're booted from Disk Tools. So I'm going to go ahead and just shut the machine down. I'm not going to be looking at chat for a moment here because I need to dig into this and get my cables all routed properly. Jeez, I started this stream to fix the 9600. Why am I doing this? I don't know. Because I don't want pointing the camera at the display is kind of I don't know. I don't want to say beneath me because that sounds kind of a jerk thing to say, but all right, give me my HDMI cable back. You're done. Now, where has my splitter gone? There has my splitter gone. And there's one. There's two. Right, so I need a USB power this thing. There's my cable apps. Okay. Now it should be all connected up. Oh, you got the picture-in-picture stuff? Yeah, that's pretty cool. I've had it for a while because I'm one of those suckers who pays for premium. But it's been pretty awesome. Are you gonna do anything, or are you just going to sit there and look at me like, come on. Come on, there we go. Yeah, that's good stuff. And the dogs are barking as they do. Thankfully, because this is not StreamYard, I have a little more control over this. What's also kind of weird is this not ejecting the disk when it reboots. I'm not sure why that is. Do I need to nudge this? No. Okay. We're just gonna have that black bar at the top, I guess. So what I need to do now that the capture is set up, now we get on to the actual problem. I need to put the extension for CD drives onto this disk. It's black and white because that's disk tools. Like this, the disk tools floppy loads a very minimal set of everything. So it appears to be black and white, but as you'll see here when it boots up, like the Apple logo will be in color. Also, since we're done with Droid Cam, I'm gonna pull that off now and gain my phone back. Oh yeah, there's the rainbow Apple logo as it should be. I am gonna turn off Droid Cam. Shut up, Windows. I know. Okay, so this is having the same issue that Mac OS 8.1 was having, where it wants to format my big old 500 gigabyte drive, and I do not want it to do that. Putting away my tripod too while I'm at it so I can actually get to my stuff. All right, do not passcode, do not collect $200. Okay. So now what I need to do is, I believe, I'll just reach into 7.6 for this. Extensions by name. Then we need this right here. Oh no, we only have 1K available. What are we going to do? Well, just going to delete that. Actually, we're going to delete both of these. Why? Empty trash. So now we have just enough room for Apple CD-ROM. Yes. And now pretty much all this disk exists to do is be like a pre-boot environment for Mac OS 8 point whatever. So I'm going to restart. Now what's odd is in my posts about the SATA conversion, I say that this thing should be able to just boot off the optical drive, but I'm not sure why it's not doing it so suddenly. I know this 8.6 disk does boot. I've actually used it in my Lombard, and it's perfectly fine in there. I don't know why it's throwing a fit in my 9600. It's really annoying. So I'll just boot once again, and then I should be able to install 8.6. Now, what I'm waiting to have happen is I'm going to be an idiot and forget that I have to turn extensions off on the first boot because I'm currently running a Radeon 9200 LE in this machine, which is complete overkill. And if you try to load the default ATI drivers, it'll lock up and just not be able to do anything. So you actually had to hold the shift key, disable the drivers, and then drag in the new drivers from a 9.2 install, and then it'll work perfectly fine. So I guess we're going to show that off today on stream real quick. Because this is going to be, we're setting up a complete OS 8.6 install from scratch. Because I don't know what happened to my 8.6 install. Something bad happened. Don't know what. But I need to get it running on this because that's my favorite OS. 9.2 runs really well on this machine, but 8.6 is what I have nostalgia for, and therefore that's what I want on here. Do not passcode, do not collect $200, do not format my damn disk. Now, if you missed the first part of the stream, some might ask, why aren't you just installing, like booting from 9.2 and running the install from there? And for some reason, in the background, the macOS 8.6 installer will run drive setup as part of the install process. And if drive setup can't run, it'll just fail. And that's the problem. Drive setup cannot run under 9.2, at least the 8.6 version cannot. So that's our main problem. I would say I need to make an image, but the problem is because this is all being done on SATA, it's not like managing SCSI images, unfortunately. That's one of the things I miss about like blue SCSIs and such. Like, it's pretty trivial to pop the SD card out and stick it in another machine and like just copy the image and boom, you have a full image of your hard drive. No need to really worry about it so much. And if you need to restore, you just drag the image back onto the SD card. But on here, unfortunately, it isn't image based. I wish it were, but unfortunately no, and it makes backing up a little bit harder. So now that we have the disk here, I'm going to eject this actually, because I don't want 8.5 on here. Where is my 8.6 disk? Where is it going? There it is. Man, if I need to show this thing off at VCF, this is one of the things I really wanted to do, is show that, hey, SATA can boot. Like, you can boot macOS CDs from SATA. And it's failing on me. This sucks. Alright. So now we are going to install cool, I forgot about this. BS. Okay. Let that thing finish booting. Yeah, you can definitely do that. Like, I actually forgot you can do that. I probably should. Just make a image or make a drive on a blue SCSI and just copy it over. I always take that for granted, honestly. Like, I really miss that about classic Mac OS, how you could just drag and drop your system stuff between drives and it'll just work. It isn't like Windows where it has to have all these special partitions and such, or modern systems. Like, if you just have the system files on the disk, it's a valid boot target. You don't have to worry about it. It's very nice. I actually still I need to get a thing set up because I do have my Zulu Fuzzy actually installed in this machine. Okay. You know, since I rebuilt my battle station, I have more room over here. I really should hook up my Apple extended keyboard. I mean, I'm not hating on this Apple design keyboard, but, you know, it'd be quite nice. Where the hell is my iPad? I've also come to the realization I have an iPad, and I should probably be using it. And I can watch chat from it. Um, can I... See, I want to pull up my dashboard, but I'm also afraid that if I hit go live from my tablet, it's going to interrupt the stream. That's not what I want to do. Right? There we go. Now I can see chat. Yay. I wonder. Wow. Live chat. Continue. Oh, that font looks crunchy. Continue, agree. Install everything but multilingual. And now we get to watch grass grow for a minute. And this is the part where it would have opened drive setup in the background, is to update the disk drivers. Which I wish there were a way for it to skip that. Like, It's kind of like when you start a game on Steam and it's like you're installing something you already know you have. It's like, why are you doing this? Oh crap. That's an important message. Let me look. Oh boy. What? What? Why are you being like this, macOS? Try it again. Hey, Dave. So, in an interesting continuation of the last stream, uh, just to point out, because now I'm going to be doing two things at once here, kind of. Bruce actually reached out to me about the Zulu SCSI problems and wants me to get an image that he knows, or not he knows, what am I saying? I cannot English today. That is known to cause the problem because they want to examine it further, and so I need to test that on this stream and get one that actually causes the crash. So if this continues being bad, I may just skip to doing that. Let's you can't skip installing macOS 8.6. You know what? Stop. We're just gonna do this another way. I'm gonna use my known good 8.5 disk, and we're going to basically use that. And then we're going to just run the updater to get it back up to 8.6. Come on. Stop being a jerk. Just go back. Can I just quit? Please let me quit. Oh yeah, we can just quit. Okay. So it tried to install, it looks. Alright. Command Y. Alright. Everything is going wrong. I've honestly considered just saying screw this and running with 9.2, but I'm not going to give up that easily. I could just use this image right here, actually, because this Blue SCSI F1 is not actually a Blue SCSI, it's the Zulu SCSI plugged into the main bus. So I may do another install on that, and that'll be our test image. I'm just gonna leave it at defaults. Please work. Please just work. Oh, I should have clean installed. Oh, no. Oh, well. No, we'll see what happens. Yeah, I was waiting for that to happen. Go back. Go back. Oh, I can tell it not to... This is going just as well as last night went, where I was just like hitting my head on that SE for hours. Only to realize it was something dumb holding me up. Because I could just go here. Don't do that. Don't do that either. And now it'll work. Knowing my luck, because what I'm going to do, as I'm talking to Bruce in the background here, is I'm going to install 8.6 or 8.5 or 8 point whatever onto the Zulu SCSI from here. Probably going to do it right after this. Verify boot to make sure it works. And then I'm going to go and update the firmware on the Zulu SCSI. After that, I'm going to put it back in and verify that it completely breaks itself, and then send the image off to be analyzed. So this looks to be getting farther, thankfully. Huh? What? What? You do realize that that's a 128 gigabyte disk. Unless something has gone horribly wrong. But what? Oh, what you say? What you say? Okay, you know what? We're just gonna... Now that I've figured out the way, we are going to do this the better way. Actually, wait. This thing should just boot off of Mac OS 9. So let's do it. You're done. Reboot. Hey, Garth. We're having a grand old time here. Suddenly, this thing does not want to take an OS or take 8.6. It's just rebelling against me every which way at this moment. And the dogs are being unruly as they do, which is only adding to the fun. Again, the temptation to just stick with 9.2 and send it is really high right now. Borf. Why can't we end this? Because there's more work to be done. Like, I should mention, last night... Okay. From Friday to Saturday, I slept about 3 hours. I was supposed to go to bed last night to clear my head before working on the SE. My troll brain decided, you know what? No, I cannot leave something like that undone. So I got the SE out of my car and started working on it and decided I would not go to sleep until it was fixed. So for almost a good 48 hours, I had about 3 hours of sleep. That was fun. Sometimes I hate my brain. Okay. So now that we have this fixed, kind of, this should work. I hope. Make sure. Yeah, things are still looking good on the capture card. Alright. 8.6 going down. I hate this so much. Oh, so I'm turning on my AC, so if the audio quality dips a bit, that's why. Alright. 9. It'll be fixed at some point. I know. Options. Don't do that, and don't do either of those things. Okay. This should work this time. If it doesn't, I'm giving up. Actually, I'm not giving up. I'm going to install 8.1, and then we're going to do this the really slow way. Given I woke up late, I have a lot of energy, so yeah. No sleep until this is done. Meanwhile, I will put things away so my desk is less cluttered. And watch chat, of course. Don't need to update the driver if it's already updated. Should be. I've only attempted to install 8.6 on this at least like 10 million times by right now. My life is only going to get worse if I actually do get an SC30 that's broken. So I know those are fun to diagnose when they go wrong. But damn it, I want one. This capture is actually really... I mean, it looks good, but it's really jank in the background. I really need to get a scaler of some sort. But that's like money, and money I don't have. On top of that, like... It's a whole weird world out there for scalers, because... So, for good example, this works wonderfully with Mac OS. But if I try to use it with like Windows, like classic Windows machines, the minute it jumps into DOS, it completely screws up. So I really need to add a scaler to the setup, but again, that's money and effort. But for Mac OS, this works great. I should actually look. Let's see. Um, Yes. The VGA to HDMI Pro. Let's look on eBay. Oh my goodness. What'd you do to your MacBook? Currently unavailable. Everything's saying go StarTech, but those things are not cheap. At least for the low key streaming I do, I'm not willing to like. I think at most I'm willing to spend like maybe $50 on a scaler of some sort for this. Apparently, this capture card is supposed to support like scaling, but it unfortunately it doesn't seem to do it if you feed it anything DOS. It'll just throw up its arms and be like, I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, so that did work. Let's see if we can boot from it now. Actually, no, wait. Since we know this to work, we're going to do this real quick. All right. Zulu SCSI test. Select. Go. Go. Options. We're gonna do this one more time. Ignore the warning. Problems were found. Oh no. I suppose we'll first aid it when we're done. Anyway, while this is rolling, I'm gonna do more. Watch chat and do more research on scalers. Run for $8 here. Oh, yeah, okay, never mind. Let's see.